Hey guys, it's Mo Hamadi with you again from the Business Lounge. All through my adult life, I've observed people around me, from my poor friends to my rich ones, and I noticed there were clear differences between what the poor ones do and what the rich ones do when they get paid. Now, just to be clear, when I say poor, I don't mean someone who's living in poverty. I'm talking about people with a poor mindset when it comes to their finances and how they handle their money. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 common things I've personally seen poor people do when they get paid or earn money. The point of this video is to help poor people kick their bad habits that are keeping them from getting rich. So let's get right into it and not waste any more of your time. The first thing that I notice poor people do when they get paid is feel rich once they have that money. Almost every time before I earn money, I've already decided where I'm going to invest it. Even my wife and I, before we get our salaries, we already have them budgeted out. We know where everything is going to be spent out on our needs and what's going to be left for investing back into our business, our website, or stocks, or whatever else is going to give us a bigger ROI on that money we put in. This is actually an automatic response for us, by the way, because we have what's called investment debt. So whenever that money comes in, we never really feel richer because it's just a matter of pushing that money out. I would rather pay that money towards my real estate investment debt, the salaries I owe my employees from my other business, or put it into improving our online website, or anything else that won't actually be a waste of that hard-earned money. Poor people do the exact opposite. They rarely think of investments or know anything about how to use debt as an investment leverage. Whenever they come into some money or get paid a fat paycheck, they look at their bank accounts and feel richer. And what's so bad about feeling rich when you're not? You tend to do what's next on this list. Poor people usually buy shiny and expensive things when they get paid. I've seen people whose net worth is 10% of mine and they're walking around with a cell phone that's like 5 times more expensive than the one that I have. It isn't just with phones. This happens with cars, furniture, clothes, you name it. And why do these people buy these expensive things when they aren't rich? It's because of what I told you earlier. When you feel rich, it's natural to want to spend your money like a rich person. That's why poor people blow their money away on pointless things once they get paid. So, how does someone get out of this vicious cycle if they truly want to change? Understand and use debt as an investment tool. This way, you'll have positive debts to pay even before you earn that money, so you won't even feel like you own it. Another thing you can do is automate your savings. Set up your account so your bank removes a certain amount every month to another fixed account that you absolutely do not touch. Just keep racking up those savings until there's enough money in there for you to invest in something you understand. You could also try to discipline yourself and not get into credit card debt. All you have to do is stop spending money you don't have. I know, it's a crazy thought, but if you work on yourself a little bit, your life will be better when you figure out how to not feel rich when you make money. If you feel rich, you're gonna spend like a rich person, and spending money like a madman because you think you're rich is one of the most bizarre things I see adults do. Stop it, you aren't fooling anybody. The next thing I've seen poor people do when they get paid is becoming proud. Now, I've made some pretty good money in my life, and of course, that money comes with some pride because getting paid is one of the ways you prove your hard work is paying off. The problem is, this pride is usually so obvious from people who are poor. Like the guy who gets paid a $10,000 check, and then he's posting photos of either the money he's made or a brand new $5,000 watch that he blew away half of his money on. This is not a rich guy. This is a guy with a poor mindset who just happened to have some money at the time and probably wanted a little memory of it before he kisses it goodbye. I feel sorry for these people because they usually have a pretty low self-esteem, and that's why they think they'll feel better or praised when people see that they own shiny or expensive things. Truly rich people don't get sucked into things like that when they make money. They don't see money as the most important thing. Obviously, it's nice to have nice things, and there's nothing wrong with spoiling yourself or your wife every once in a while. But usually, when they buy something, even if it is expensive, it's for practical purposes. Not to look rich or to get that praise from a person or a bunch of people who couldn't care less. So how do you get over being that kind of person? Stop seeing the world as a place where people compete for attention. Trust me, people care a lot less than you think about what you're wearing or what your value is. Being wealthy has very little to do with the money you make, and I'll be putting up a video hopefully by next week about what it truly means to be successful and wealthy, so make sure you don't miss it. But the bottom line is, if you're not wealthy from within, you can't be rich simply by buying expensive things. Stop being proud about what you buy or use, and start being proud about the different things you can do to make this world a better place. The fourth thing poor people do when they get paid is feel entitled to enjoy themselves. How often do you hear people say, "I've worked so hard, so I deserve to enjoy this time"? Let me explain to you why people say this or why they feel obliged to say something like that. When people don't enjoy their jobs, they don't feel fulfilled. When you're doing a job you don't enjoy and you get paid, you're gonna always see that money as a reward for your hard work and you'll begin spending without care. I've never seen or met a truly wealthy person who lives this way. The only way to stop living like that is by doing what you enjoy. Do that, and of course you'll be fulfilled by your job or your business. You'll have that sense of purpose. Your work will have you feeling like you're living for something and making a significant contribution to the human race. That's when you'll start seeing your work as your true source of happiness and not your money. Does this mean that enjoying money is evil? Hell no, not when you have enough of it. But most people don't wait until they have enough money before they start enjoying it. You need to start thinking of money like a seed, like this one I have in my hand. If I eat it, it's gone. But if I plant it, I'll have a bunch of different fruits that I can enjoy later on. The last thing on this list of things poor people do when they get paid is spending more than they earn. When rich people earn money, they think about where to invest it first, then spend whatever is left from it. That's what I've been doing for more than 10 years now. I'll never understand how poor people can't grasp this concept. Some of these people don't just spend everything that they make, they spend way more than they actually earn. According to a report from the New York Federal Reserve, the total of American household debt as of March 2020 has increased by 1.1% to a record high of $14.3 trillion. That's 1.6 trillion higher than the last record set in 2008, which was $12.68 trillion. I remember when I was working as a salesman in a Ford agency in Miami, Florida, and this young man walks into the showroom, and after settling on a sweet Mustang, I found out this guy, who was only making about $30,000 a year, was about to buy this car on credit, which was worth $21,000. Absolute insanity. How could someone spend almost their entire year's earning to buy a car? I couldn't believe it. How do people actually end up in a place like this? When people don't understand how money works, they use it for the wrong things. When their mindset about money is wrong, they abuse it. When people have low self-esteem, they look to money to fill that gap. This is my advice to you if you want to be rich. Stop seeing your income as fruits. Start seeing it as a seed. Remember, you don't eat seeds, you plant them. If you plant your income correctly, it will grow and bring you those fruits that you want and can truly enjoy. Second, stop envying people who look or seem rich, because if you do, you're gonna start doing what they do at a time that you can't afford to be like that. So if you know someone who isn't a millionaire and is sporting the most expensive watch out there, pity them. Don't envy them. Third, always think about tomorrow. Your today isn't as important as you think. The way you look today and the cars you drive isn't as important as the way you look and the cars you drive in 15 years, right? If you think you need to look rich when you're 30, you could very well end up looking broke when you're 60. Always think about achieving true wealth, truly having that money to have that lavish lifestyle, not trying to look rich because of insecurities. The last piece of advice I'm going to give you is to read. You need to read books about money, read books about business, read books about investments. You need to learn how to grow your money and not how to waste it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. If you haven't done it yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you can know when I come out with a new video. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with at least one person if you can. You never know when you might be able to change a person's life for the better, and that's what we're all about here at the Business Lounge. Teaching you how to have more financial freedom and wealth so you can start to live the life that you deserve. Until my next video, you guys take care, and I'll see you then. Ciao guys.